everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's Catherine here from Tullamore Live, and I wanted to give you our weekly update, as well as I'm going to try to sort of plant some of the dahlias off our dahlia tubers into these little pots so we get more of them. Yeah, we'll see how it works. There's a few things with my dahlia tubers that don't look like the ones on the internet do for the instructional videos I've been following, but heck, we'll give it a go, see how it works. Probably a great success is what I'm anticipating. So first thing you do, I was looking online, weeks after I did this, but apparently you're supposed to plant the dahlias sort of out of the dirt so you can see them better. Naturally, I planted them deep in the dirt so you can't see any of the original tuber. But what you're supposed to be able to do is you cut off some of these little shoots off the tuber, and then you can replant them and you end up with more pots. So I'm going to take these little guys and try cutting them off. I've seen online where people cut off some of the tuber is supposed to help it root, as some people do nodal cutting, which I think is right below sort of a set of leaves. So I'm going to try both of those. So yeah, I have rooting powder, also 0.1% IBA rooting powder, whatever that is. When I did that Alberta Girl Acres interview with Sarah, I'll link it down below because she is a flower professional who gave me some of the instructions to do these. But she said just to grab a rooting powder really helps. So yes, that is our plan of attack. I can see why you wouldn't have much confidence in my Dahlia instructional ability, which, like, good on you for feeling that way. But I'll link Sarah's interview. She can describe how to do it, and this is basically my experimentation to doing it. So this first one, I am just uncovering a little bit of the tuber, and then I'm going to try actually cutting off a small piece of the tuber. I'm sure it's going to be great. So yeah, that's where we're at. So this week we had our fitness classes started up again. So they run in 12-week segments. That was sort of exciting, as well as I had a lot of our April interviews fall through, which I think just happens with business sometimes. Okay, so I'm taking my nice sharp knife, and honestly, there's no space. Everyone online, makes it look so easy. Like, oh yeah, you just chop off a bit of tuber, no big deal. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I hope I'm not just killing my plants slowly. Ooh, well, it's off either way, and my knife is stuck in the tuber. I think it looks like there's a little piece. Hopefully there is. And then the bottom leaves, they clip or rip off. We'll open the rooting powder. Yeah, but I had a lot of my April interviews fall through. I don't know if there's supposed to be a seal on it. I haven't opened it yet, and there is no seal. I think, looks like maybe there were lots of little shoots coming up. I don't know. I saw some people online, they licked the tuber and then put it in the rooting powder. But I think I'll just dip it today. You can also, I saw people dip it in water. But yeah, a lot of our interviews fell through for the month of April. So I currently actually only have one booked, even though I just talked to all of you about that idea of doing mini interviews last week. So a bunch of them fell through, including our big one that I'd sort of been working on. What's crazy is I already have all of May and June's are all good and ready to go, but April just hasn't worked out. So I have one I'm looking forward to. I have a friend, Kyla, can you guys see what it looks like with its rooting powder? Yeah, maybe. I do this thing that you see all those people do to try and get things to focus. And then I guess I'll just poke a little hole. Another thing I'm not doing that people did online, I also feel like this pot's too small. This is just disaster waiting to happen. What was I going to say? Oh, they planted it sort of in a less dense soil. So this is just potting mix. They had a lot of other stuff mixed in, so it breathed better. I'm hoping since it's in a small pot that dries out quite easily, it'll be okay. And I'm hoping to get them to the ground ASAP. So all's well. But yeah, so the only interview I have booked is with my friend Kyla, who's a geologist. She's splitting time between Lake Louise and Calgary right now with Parks Canada. And we're going to talk about some of the hiking trails because she's toured them a lot or led a lot of hiking, things like that. So yeah, that's the only one so far. But I am excited. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to the day in Lake Louise. It's so beautiful there. Okay, I know you're supposed to leave at least 3 on, but I'm hoping more shoots are going to come up. I guess we will see what manifests for us with this. Okay, let's see if I can do a better job. Honestly, it's a good thing I'm not a surgeon, is what I think, as I am doing this. I don't know why it's so hard. Honestly, the lady in Sussex, her video that I was watching, she's like, oh, you know, you just clip off a bit, no big deal. Even the other, I watched this older gentleman do it as well. And like just a casual thing, like, honestly, like mutilating this poor Dahlia tuber. Okay, that one has tons of tuber. I'll show you as the professional vlogger that I am. Can you steal that tuber? So I feel like those are too dirty to dip in the root powder, but nonetheless, we're dipping it. Ooh, that's a lot. I used it like a little shovel. There you go. Okay, and we will professionally fill this up again. I meant to film this last Friday, but I didn't think they were quite ready. I was hoping for a few more shoots. That's way too much dirt. There we go. Before I did it, but they were getting too big, and I'm hoping next week to move some stuff out to the greenhouse. My friend Kirsten and I, we planted moonflowers to go out that are sort of like a night garden-esque thing. I think I mentioned maybe that we were going to try and do a night garden this year. And unrelated to the night garden, I also planted, so the moonflowers are coming up, some black-eyed Susan. And out of the 21 black-eyed Susan seeds I planted, 1 has come up, 1 out of 21. So, I broke leaves off everywhere. Honestly, these poor plants are like, why couldn't I have gone to any other plant mom's home? Hopefully that guy's not too loose. Okay, there is one sad Dahlia after the chopping block. This guy, I don't think I can take any because I don't see any other dudes growing on him. So I guess we'll just, he survives today. And same with this guy. I don't know why there's no other ones. Oh, it looks like one other one's coming up. Maybe this guy's just really advanced. Also, I have, can you see there's one little weed in it that can you see that? A little weed. I don't want to pull him out. I've been leaving him in there to live his best weedy life. Yeah? You see him? I'm letting him live in there. I don't have it in me to pull him out when he's just a single weed living his best life. Okay. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll grab the little pamphlet so you can see what they're going to look like. Just stay where you are. Okay, so if all goes well, can you see? Those are the beauties we're gonna have. Okay, there's 4 on this one. You need 3 to 5, so I can definitely take a cutting. Oh, it's all tangled. Separate. Should I try on this one doing a nodal cutting? So that's where you cut it right below a leaf set. I think I will. If we're gonna do that, I wonder if I should take a bigger one. Maybe I won't, in case it doesn't work out. Okay, so we'll take a nodal cutting. So the guy that did it, you know, the guy and the lady in Sussex are the 2 reference points I have. He just took it right below where those 2 leaves are. So I will cut it there. I don't see how this is gonna work. That was a lot easier to cut though, than getting a piece of the tuber. Okay, and then they chopped off, both the lady and the guy did this, the leaves right there. They have a lot of different reasons they do that on the different ones. I licked it to try out the root powder. It was less dirty, so I gave it a go. But it was sort of gross. The older gentleman in the video, he didn't lick his. He said his parents used to lick them, but he doesn't like to, so he dipped it in the water. I wasn't planning on licking mine either, but it happened. So be it. Okay. Whew. Doesn't seem like there's that much rooting powder, but I certainly can't lick it again now that it's been dipped in the rooting powder. I doubt that would be healthy. Okay, and then we have it in there. Okay, not centered. Perfect. Like a real pro, Catherine. Should we take one more from this guy? You think we're gonna get other pieces? I think we can risk it. Sarah, she posted an Instagram story with her doing her dahlia cuttings. And she had like 8 tubers. She turned into 80 like little like dahlias. So like basically what we're doing is we're propagating dahlias, which is good because dahlias are sort of expensive. I know there's some kinds that are really popular. Basically there's a whole like world of like rare and exotic or expensive dahlias out there. These are just the Canadian Tire special. So they were $16.99 for 5. Okay, let's see. Oh, I feel like I might be getting better at this. Maybe it's not actually that hard. Oh, no, I don't think I got any tuber with that. That's not good. Guess we'll dip them. Honestly, watch me just like all my dahlias die. That'd be the worst after these weeks of tender loving care to them. Okay. In he goes. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to tell you guys about the business. Oh, I'm working on our new set of joy kits, which I'm really excited about. Honestly, that website was a real slog to get through to the end, and it's not perfect. I think I might restructure a little bit of it, but it's not bad. It's certainly usable, which is great. Okay, that guy is done. Perfect. My grandma sometimes says, I think maybe it's on the British baking show, but they're like, whenever they taste something, they're like, perfect, and they make a big thing about it. And my grandma sometimes does that, but I feel like that would be appropriate in this moment also. Okay, these guys are so tall, and there's a little guy coming down there, so I'm confident more are going to pop up. I thought I would try one more nodal cutting. I don't even remember which one the nodal cutting was that I did, which probably would be helpful, but didn't happen. Okay, so again, I don't know if you can even nodal cut all dahlias or just some. So I'm going to cut under those leaves, snip the leaves off. Yeah, lick it. It does not taste good at all. Pop it in the rooting powder. This was by far, though, our most beautifully orchestrated cutting. I really don't like the taste of it. If you have ever licked a dahlia to go in rooting powder, you'll have to let me know if you think the taste is good. I don't feel like it's a thing most people do. Okay, and then, whoa, so much rooting powder on that. I was way better at that one. See it? See it to believe it. And then in it goes. Oh, I don't think, I maybe should have cut it at the next, right here, the next nodal set. I don't know. It's a pretty little pot for such a big dude, but voila. Okay, I wasn't feeling as optimistic when we started, but there they are. Yeah, honestly, I feel like this rooting powder is going to be the thing that does wonders for this project. Okay, so I had 5 tubers to start. If all goes well and all these guys root, I'll be up to 10, so I'll have at least doubled. And then in the videos I watched, they said these by the end of this year will have grown tubers that then you can store over the winter and try again to make even more. It can just be an ever-growing project of dahlias. Time well spent. So yeah, anyway, that's our business update. I did the dahlias. I think I'm going to move the other stuff I've planted out to the greenhouse next week, like I said. We have our April interview with Kyla to look forward to for sure. I think that's the 23rd of April. It's a Friday, maybe the last Friday in April or second last. So yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. I think it's going to be cleaning out the coops. So you will see us spring transform. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.